A tragic scene was captured on camera in Florida when an alleged drunk driver crashed into a bus carrying migrant workers, killing 8 people and injuring dozens.
Bus left the south side of the roadway, rolled over. There's probably still at least 10 to 12, if not more, people still trapped inside.
The driver now faces serious charges.
You're charged with 8 counts of DUI manslaughter.
The incident occurred just a few weeks ago on May 14th in Dunalon, Florida, approximately an hour and a half north of Tampa. According to officials, 41-year-old Brian McLean Howard was driving along State Road 40 when his pickup truck collided with a bus carrying more than 50 Mexican farm workers. Dash cam footage shows first responders from the Moran County Sheriff's Office rushing to the scene.
Why is traffic backed up?
The shock in the deputy's voice is audible as he approaches the scene. During the collision, the bus was pushed off the road, crashed through a fence, and hit a tree before flipping over. The video shows emergency responders springing into action. The bus had 53 passengers at the time. More than 30 were taken to hospitals, several in critical condition, and 8 people were killed. Some graphic images have been blurred for viewer discretion.
Vehicles, as of right now, we have 53 patients, 13 critical.
Right away, first responders note that several people are still stuck inside the bus.
6567, reference was 13 critical. They're still going to be stuck inside the bus.
You know what?
We need to get this roadway shut down.
Yeah.
Over the radio, deputies discuss that the road needs to be closed so emergency vehicles can access the scene.
We need traffic units out here. We need 40 shut down in both directions. They're going to need to get multiple EMS vehicles in here.
Where I've got several SO as well as traffic units. There are multiple fire rescue that are headed your way as well.
Thank you.
These moments were also captured by dash cam video.
So 1043 on that signal 4.
10-4, it's going to be a work bus rollover with 2 additional vehicles. As of right now, they have 53 patients, 13 critical.
47 for over, I'm clear, I'm 51 to that.
10-4.
6567, reference was 13 critical. They're still going to be stuck inside the bus.
10-4.
6 and 14, I'm clear, and also 51.
10-4.
6567.
Go ahead.
All right, we need traffic units out here. We need 40 shut down in both directions. They're going to need to get multiple EMS vehicles in here.
That's 10-4. I've got several SO as well as traffic units. There are multiple fire rescue that are headed your way as well.
10-4, thank you.
10-4.
Meanwhile, first responders work to clear the scene.
Carry to all units on the signal 4 on Highway 40. Switch over to TAC 1. All units on Marion and TAC 2. Marion TAC 1.
Quickly, the excess traffic in the area becomes a problem.
Turn around.
Turn around, go that way. Christ. Stop these damn cars. Go that way. Turn around.
Action, you told the rain. Traffic units out here. Putting out from Squad Road. I'm heading back to the east side of Squad Road.
Somewhere.
47 Road. I'll be the east side.
Turn around. Get out of here. Turn around. Go that way. Hey, can you block off this end just until we get a marked unit here?
He just took off. He's way there back there.
Okay, go.
Yeah, so he's got that. I want
Those
to
two
get this
cars.
ambulance
Those two
back
cars
here.
got to get out of here.
Yep.
Other emergency personnel are heard communicating over the radio, calling for additional backup.
Bus left the south side of the roadway, rolled over. There's probably still at least 10 to 12, if not more, people still trapped inside. By EMS, they're going to need multiple units here.
That's 10-4. They have several on the way.
Eventually, an ambulance arrives at the crash site. You can see the first responder preparing his emergency gear and stretcher before heading toward the overturned bus.
Mike 50, you told the rain.
Mike 5212.
Show me 1086. I'm out of this signal 4. FHP wants to go ahead and close the road, so I'm going to move west on 40 and close the road down.
10-4. Clearing to all units on the Signal 4 on Highway 40, switch over to TAC 1. All units on the Signal 4 Highway 40, switch over to TAC 1.
6 5 Mike 50.
Foxtrot 7039, Marion 10-8. 6569.
10-4. Meet a 21,900 block, North 441. Ford tag Zulu 22 Alpha Romeo Golf, black Chevy pickup.
10-4.
You're on the 12 rain 1086.
10-4.
All of this began around 6:30 a.m. on Tuesday, May 14th. The following day, on May 15th, Brian McLean Howard made his first court appearance in Moran County Court.
Good morning, sir. Can you state your name, please?
Brian Howard.
In the video, other inmates are seen wearing the traditional orange and white stripes, while Howard is in a green suit, often referred to as a turtle suit, used to denote that he is on suicide watch and to prevent him from causing self-harm.
Yes, ma'am.
You're down here.
It's good for now.
At the podium, a judge reads Howard his charges, to which he merely shrugs in response.
Mr. Howard, you before the court, you're charged with 8 counts of DUI manslaughter.
Shortly after, Howard tells the judge that he wishes to be represented by a public defender.
A copy of an application in regards to representation, but sorry, it's not filled out at all. It indicates actually that you refuse to sign it. Is it your intention to represent yourself? You want me to consider appointing an attorney for you, or you plan on hiring private counsel?
A public defender.
Are you employed, sir?
Self-employed.
And where are you self-employed? What business are you running?
BHM maintenance. It's called
Say that again?
It's called BHM maintenance. Yeah, paint and drywall.
And how long have you been self-employed, sir?
For about 7-8 months.
And how much do you make on average per month?
$1,200.
Do you have any dependents that you're supporting out of that?
No. No, ma'am.
Do you have any other assets that you own?
No, ma'am, not at the time.
And do you have any money in the bank?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much do you have?
$700.
All right, based on the information that you have provided to me, this court does find that you qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office. I will appoint the law officer Michael A. Graves to represent you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
At one point, thinking his appearance was over, Howard began to walk away, but the judge called him back for further discussion.
Court has already read through the probable cause, or yeah, you're not done.
Sorry.
That's okay. This court has already read through the probable cause affidavit. I do find that there is probable cause for your arrest on all 8 counts.
The judge then turned the proceedings over to the prosecutors, who outlined Howard's lengthy record, including previous convictions for leaving the scene of an accident, driving with a suspended license, and possession of cannabis.
State priors.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant has convictions for leaving the scene of an accident with property damage in 2019, 2 convictions for driving a license but suspended, canceled, or revoked, second offense in 2018, grand theft in 2013, driving a license suspended, conviction in 2013, possession of cannabis, conviction in 2009, leaving the scene of an accident in 2006. And Your Honor, the state would argue and ask for no bond on these charges given his history of driving.
The state also touches on the number of victims, saying more charges could be added.
Additionally, there were 33 passengers taken to the hospital, so there may be charges of further injuries for those passengers. And the defendant admitted to law enforcement that he was in a crash 3 days prior to this. It's clear that he drives with a suspended license, and so to guarantee that he's not operating a motor vehicle, we would ask for good bond.
The prosecution maintained that there was no reason to believe Howard would disobey any court orders.
He's been appointed to the Public Defender's Office. Any response, ma'am?
Your Honor, there's no indication from the history she decided that he has failed to appear in the court. There's no history showing that he cannot abide by any instructions that the court would give him not to operate a motor vehicle while he is, if he does obtain bond, Your Honor. I ask that he be given the bond schedule for these charges.
But soon, the judge lays down the law.
All right, Mr. Howard, given the nature of the charges and given the possibility of further pending charges, right now, this court is going to hold you on a no bond on all 8 counts, sir.
The court ordered Howard to refrain from driving, drinking, or using any drugs.
He pointed out that you were in an automobile accident at least 3 days prior to this accident. You are not allowed to operate a motor vehicle while this case is pending, sir. And you are not allowed to consume or possess any alcoholic beverages, any controlled substances, or any take any kind of prescription drugs without a...
Since his initial court appearance, Howard has been charged with an additional 11 counts of DUI with serious bodily injury, and he remains in custody without bond.